All right, guys. So I wanted to just go over what I wore in Germany to stay warm because I was there in December for the Christmas markets. So it was definitely chilly. And I hear a lot of people talk about, they don't want to go places that are cold. And the Germans have a saying that there's no bad weather, just bad clothing. So I'm just going to go over what I wore. And keep in mind, like, this isn't going to work for everybody. I have a couple of medical conditions that make it so that I tend to be colder and I don't handle the heat very well. So, or handle the cold very well. So maybe what I'm choosing to wear is going to be too much for some of you, but I really have to think about that when I'm out in the cold. So I chose these leggings from Amazon. They are bay leaf leggings. The reason I chose them is because, one, I really liked the two pockets, perfect for putting a phone or gloves, electric heat, like hand warmers, whatever you wanted. You have two pockets. They are water resistant and they're fleece lined, which is going to keep them warmer. The water resistance was really important to me because of the potential for snow and rain, and I knew I was going to be doing a lot of walking. I bought two of these in black and two in gray before I went. I ended up just bringing one pair of each and then washing them throughout the trip to save on how much stuff I brought. There is also a pocket, a zip pocket in the back, so if you wanted to put anything back there. I know that people tend to have concerns in Europe about pickpocketing, so you could put money back here, your wallet, whatever. I never ended up using it. I will say that they tend to run small, so size up in these. Then for my top, I usually would wear an Under Armour, like 3/4 zip fleece. I love this because, again, you're fleece lined. It does have the 3/4 zip, so if you start to get warm, you can unzip. I usually would wear a tank top underneath this, like a spaghetti strap tank top. It does also have, I love this option. So it can, you can put your thumb through there so it comes up and over your hand to just kind of give that extra warmth, keep the cold from getting into your sleeves. I have these in 4 different colors. So given that I was there for almost 2 weeks and I only have those in 4 colors, I also brought these Columbia base layers that I wear when I ski. So they are lighter than the Under Armour fleece, but they do have this reflective lining inside. It's called Omni Heat by Columbia, and it's supposed to reflect your body heat back to you and keep you warm. And then these also have that option to put your thumb through it. So again, you're just sealing off the arm so that you don't have any air coming through. When I do wear these, though, I don't put anything on underneath. I put a bra on, but if I was wearing this, I wouldn't wear a tank top underneath. And I've got those, I don't even know how many, probably 8. And then these Columbia puffy vests, love them. They have the fleece lining up top, and then you've got the Omni Heat inside, again, to reflect your body heat back to you. I also liked the extra pockets. So I would wear this even though I was going to wear a jacket as well. Again, people are worried about pickpocketing there. You can, store stuff in these pockets that you're concerned about. Something that I found that works out nicely with wearing the vest underneath is I will put hand warmers in here in these pockets. When I ski, even I do that, but also in Germany, put hand warmers in there so that you're getting more warmth added to your body. I have these in, at the time that I went, I only had 2 colors. I have like 4 of those now. Love them. Columbia. And then this Columbia jacket. So I had picked another jacket and packed another jacket, but I ended up wearing this the majority of the trip. One, because it is a longer jacket, so it would go down my legs and keep me warmer. 2, it had the hood. So again, rain and snow in Germany. And it has this inner pocket. So if you're concerned about pickpocketing, I usually would put my wallet and a copy of my passport in this pocket because it's against my body. I also like that this coat has a zipper that can go, it's a dual zipper. So like if you're going to the restroom, you can unzip from the bottom up to make it easier, faster. It's just a really nice, versatile coat. It also has the Omni Heat in it. I really love it. Highly recommend it. And then for my socks, I ended up wearing the Under Armour socks while I was there, and I fully regret it. They did not stay up well in my boot. Under Armour has redone their sock. I don't like their new socks at all, but I still use them because they're the best I've found that I like. They do well in a tennis shoe. They don't do well in a boot. So if I were going to Germany this year, I would actually just do these socks that I got at Target. They're thicker and warmer, and the elastic stays up better than the Under Armour does inside of a boot. So that would be my recommendation for socks. As far as headwear went, I like these CC beanies. Again, I have probably 6 different colors of this particular type of beanie. They do make some that are fleece lined. I don't think I brought any of my fleece lined ones. I don't remember looking at my pictures if I did or not, because again, I was trying to not pack a ton, but that is an option that you could get these in a fleece lined. And then my gloves. So these are Under Armour gloves. They are the Storm gloves. They've got a fleece lining inside. They are supposed to be able to do the finger, be able to use your electronics with it. I have not had good luck with that, but I like them because they're lightweight, but they're really warm. These are not a waterproof glove though, so keep that in mind if you're concerned about that. I wasn't super concerned, and it ended up not being a problem. So then inside of my gloves, I would have these disposable hand warmers. And all of this stuff I'll link in the description. And in the description, there will be a link to my Amazon affiliate store that has all of this stuff. And then in my boots, I would put these disposable toe warmers in. Game changers. And then I have these rechargeable hand warmers. At the time that I went, I only had 2 sets. Now I have 3 or 4 sets of these. I love these. I'm obsessed with these. This particular model, they will click together. Did that with one hand. So that they're easy to transport. Then when you're ready to use them, you just hold the button down. So you've got 1 red light, 2, 3. So 3 warming options, and then just press and hold to turn it off. Easy to charge with a USB-C connection. I love these. I love these so much. So I would put these inside the pocket of my vest, or I would put them in the pocket of my jacket and then stick my hands in there, but highly recommend those. And then I carried just a light, small backpack. It has a few pockets in it. You know, this pocket I would use for anything that I didn't want to get wet. Anything else that was in here, I was fine with getting wet. So I usually would carry a bottle of water, just like a bottle that I could refill with water, a couple of snacks, extra hand warmers, and then if I wanted to shed layers throughout the day, I could shove it in here. If I bought anything, I could put it in there. You've got, you know, another pocket here. I think the only stuff I put in this pocket was like my chapstick because, again, I didn't want to worry about pickpocketing. I never felt unsafe in Germany, but that was a concern when I did my research, was the pickpocketing. So I did actually buy these little clips that are supposed to help deter pickpocketing. So when your zipper is closed, you can put one on each side of the zipper, and it's just supposed to make it harder for anybody to open it. I think there was one night that I carried a purse. It was a super small crossbody that I was able to tuck underneath my coat. But in general, this is what I used. When I bought this on Amazon, the idea was that you can also fold it up in on itself somehow for easy transport. I could never figure out how to fold it back in on itself. Oh, and I didn't realize there was like a little pocket in here too. So I never used that, but that would also give you another layer of waterproof protection because, you know, this part's going to be against your body and this will just help keep it dry from the outside. Okay, so these are the boots that I bought from Amazon. I have like Columbia boots and I have Sorels. Like I have a lot of really good footwear. But the reason I chose these was because I wanted a duck boot style. And I don't generally wear the duck boot style. But in Germany, you might end up with snow or you might end up with a couple of inches of water. And so I wanted something that would offer me the waterproof protection, but also the warmth. So you've got this like fuzzy fleece lining and super well insulated, really warm. I love these boots. For the price, this was the first time I think I'd ever bought shoes on Amazon. For the price, I was like, okay, I'm either going to love it or hate it. Loved them. And I think the only thing that I would need to replace anytime soon is probably just the shoelace, which wouldn't cost much. So that's like my only complaint. And I think part of the issue with that is that I had to pull them so tight to because they were a little bit big. So to make sure they fit well, I was pulling on this really tightly down here. But other than that, I think that these are super great boots. Not a name brand. They are definitely like a budget-friendly boot. But I highly recommend these, especially going to some place like Germany, where here in Utah or like when I go to Colorado, I know that I'm going to be dealing with snow in the winter, not rain. So I can get away with a water-resistant boot, not necessarily a waterproof boot. I really wanted something very warm and waterproof when I went to Germany. And I didn't want to have to bring a bunch of different shoe options because, again, I was traveling by myself to a foreign country that I knew I was going to have to take the train to get to and from the airport. And so I needed, I went with 2 suitcases and a carry-on. That was already enough for one person to have to transport on public transportation. And then sometimes in Europe, you'll get to hotels that don't have elevators. I knew mine did, but sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have to go around like cobblestone streets. You have to walk a little bit further. I really planned out everything with my trip so that I didn't have to do that, but you just never really know what it's going to be like with your luggage. So I wanted to avoid bringing more than I did. I brought more than I wanted to. But again, I was there for 2 weeks. So this saved me, though, that I was able to just bring this boot. I think I packed one other shoe while I was there, but I never used that. I only used these. So again, I'll have all this stuff linked in the description, as well as a link to my website that will take you to my Amazon affiliates. So, yeah. If you guys would like to see anything else or get any other tips and tricks about traveling to Germany, let me know.